Good morning, Patrick here from Complete Health. And I've had a few people this week asking a very specific question that is really difficult to answer, which is, what is the best type of exercise? What is the best type of exercise? Now, the problem with that question, it is so vague, it's unreal. What is the best exercise for what? Weight loss, flexibility, building speed, building endurance, building strength, rehabilitating an injury, etc., etc., etc. But also the other question that we should be asking alongside that question is not only what is the best type of exercise, when is the best time to apply these types of exercise? So there are really kind of 7 different components to exercise: speed, power, strength, agility, flexibility, endurance, etc. And the point of exercise is to actually build up to the different components of those different levels of fitness. However, if someone is implicitly trying to improve on their strength, then there is no point in them doing running-based activities. In the same sense, if someone is trying to strengthen up and rehabilitate the lower limb, sometimes it's not always just about strengthening up the area, it's about strengthening up any compensation patterns as well. Now, this is one of the biggest problems I have with giving exercises too early on in a care plan, is that most people, when they will first come to see me with an injury or a problem, have multiples of different compensation patterns. E.g., their lower back doesn't move properly and therefore they're irritating their hips, or vice versa, or their upper back doesn't move properly and therefore they're jutting their head forward and they're irritating their neck, which is great. You can do all sorts of exercise until it's cow come. But the problem is that I will see a multiple of people that will be going to the gym on a regular basis with a balanced routine and they will still come in with injuries. So if exercise was going to be the specific answer, then they would have already solved their problem. They would have already solved their problem. And the reality of it is that also, if people were going to use exercise to solve it, you can find 99.9% of exercise for improving your posture on YouTube, Facebook, or any other social media website on the planet. Why? Because everybody is telling you how to fix these things for free now anyway, if the exercise was going to work. Now, in my experience, there's almost always some sort of, like I say, compensatory pattern, either with a neurological pattern with the nerve system, or there's a skeletal injury that's never been properly recovered or broken down, and as a result, that person has built up a compensatory pattern, and it doesn't matter what types of exercise that we give you, that it's going to be problematic. However, my experience with chiropractic patients is that anyone that is doing exercise alongside chiropractic care will see the fastest results. Anyone that's doing exercise alongside with chiropractic care will see the fastest results. Now, the main reason for this is they are building muscle tone whilst we are actually breaking down the compensations. If they're building muscle tone whilst the compensations are being broken down, their body starts to adopt better postures quickly. Now, the other thing is where they're still using their nerves and their muscles so that their brain is still firing properly. So as we're starting to teach new patterns, that brain is more easily taking on the patterns that we're trying to teach it. So is there a specific type of exercise that you should be doing? Well, it depends on your routines, what your type of training is going to be. If you're looking for injury prevention, again, I can advise on all this stuff, but you have to be very specific with the question you're asking. If you say, what type of exercise is good for me? Well, any type of exercise is good for you. What type of exercise is good for this specific thing? Then we can start to get a little bit more into the conversation of how we fix those problems. Hope that helps a little bit. Like I say, I love exercise. I'm always happy to advise on exercise, but I have to advise it at the right stages. So I had someone trying to come in yesterday who didn't really want to start with adjusting, which was absolutely fine, but wanted me to give them a load of exercises. And I said, I had to be honest with them. I said, look, you're not at the stage where you're ready to be doing exercise yet. We need to get these things moving first. So There's always a pattern and process. There's always a pattern and process. If you need any advice on these things, obviously please leave us a message. We'll be happy to help and tell you in due course whether that is the right thing to be doing now or whether it needs to be going on later on. Patrick here for Complete Health, and we'll see you in the clinic soon.